says it's there, but it says it's ended, but it shows me it's online. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm so confusion. Maybe if I go to my other account. There we go. Looks like it's working out. Now it is, yeah. What? No, it better not. Looks like it's working right now. It's taking a dip. There we go. Yeah, that's working out. This is the right one. What's up? What's up, Gustavo? How you doing there, bud? What it do? What it do? I got my big boy pants here today. B290 Navy. Made in Nicaragua. What? What? Oh, yeah, no problem. Good to hear, dude. Good to hear. Where you at, Gustavo? What country you in? You in the USA or are you somewhere else? Where's everybody else at? What's up, Nada? Let me guess, Nada? Arizona. Is it 1,004 degrees in Arizona? Because it's flipping hot here. We're in Alabama. Spicy hot in Alabama. Want first sub? Yeah, give me a sub, dude. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, sir, or madam. Whatever you like. Yeah, it's hot as a mess. It's super hot. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all are super nice tonight. It helps a lot. It makes it show up to other people when you do that. I appreciate it a lot. We're trying to get 200, and then after 200, we're trying to get 500. Yeah, see, I called it. My wife's in the background. She does the chat, and she does my listings for me on the computer. It's really, honestly, it's not even it's just a term of endearment. It's just trying to be nice. Saying yes, sir. You know, like, I would say yes, sir, no matter what. Do I play Roblox? I have never played Roblox. Do you play Roblox? And we're giving it a go, dude. I've played Terraria, and I've played Minecraft.
Play Stardew.
Play Stardew. Bye, have to go. See you later, dude. What's up, Eliella? I understand, dude. Stay AC, dude. Stay in the AC. What's up, Eliella? Yeah, I haven't played Roblox. Yeah, I know, there's a bunch of people in here. I haven't played Roblox, but I played Minecraft, but the only time I played Minecraft was on Feed the Beast. You ever played Feed the Beast? It goes up or down, by the way. There might be like 50 people in here in a minute, but it'll go down to 20 and then up to 50, and it's all over the place, man. It goes up and down, dude. It's weird. People are, the reason why I stream vertically is because it goes into the shorts feed, and people swipe, so they're not just like clicking on it and watching, they're swiping. So a bunch of people are swiping at once, is probably what it is. How old is my hamster? I'm feeding, oh yeah, okay, that's you. My wife is asking how old the hamster is. 2. Yeah, I do that too. I think everybody's guilty of the swipe, dude. By the way, Frankie is my wife. She's in the background. Oh, we don't have a hamster. We got a dog. I don't know if she'll come over here or not. Come forth, Favor Blue. Favor Blue. Favor Blue. Go get her a treat, she'll come. She heard me. She heard me say, yeah, she got a little piece of one. I might get her to get up on the table, like stand up.
Hey, bro. Here, baby. Come here.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, give me a second. We'll get the dog. The dog is 2 years and something old.
She'll be 3 next month.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Getting older.
No September baby.
What's up, old pup?
I'm so shocked by that.
It's weird. Get up here, Favor. It is a husky. She'd be a Siberian husky. Come up here. Come here.
Hi. You see, you're pretty good.
Yeah, she is.
Siberian, well, Siberian husky and Malamute. I don't know if she is Malamute though.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly she's Malamute and Siberian husky. She's a big girl though. She's like 50 plus pounds. His parents have her sister, and she's like half her size.
Cool.
Smaller. Nice husky. You're so cute.
Well,
Aw.
thank you.
Thank you. Alright. Good girl. Little wire from the spotlight there.
Now I gotta redo these. Well, thank you, Ellie. We try to stream like every other night or at least a few times a week, but we haven't been so good this week. It was our son's first birthday, so we spent a lot of time with him. we do this, and soon from now, if I can get up to enough, actually, I'll probably do it either way. I airbrush 3D prints. So, like, I do 3D printing and then I airbrush it.
No, I don't want you to play Roblox.
Well, thank you. I might give it a try. I actually watched the whole the other day, funny enough, you say that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I get locked in watching stuff on YouTube, just randomly. Just people playing it. There's like a bunch of different, people can like customize whole worlds and stuff, and you can go and play in their world and whatnot.
So is it similar to Minecraft?
It's kind of like Minecraft, except for it's like custom servers all over the place, and you like go into their custom server, and there's even like a JoJo's server where everybody's like role playing as JoJo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you undo this?
You know, a Italian brain rot, and I scam, and you can scam. I'm not sure what that means. And did you rip it off? You get the corner right there. See, it's not like normal. It's black.
I didn't know if it was from the top or bottom.
Yeah, no, it's like that.
I don't know. I know an Italian.
You know some Italian.
I know an Italian. I just waved.
Oh, it's Roblox game. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I know it's like you can play a bunch of different games on there. Do you play Roblox on there? Do you have like a channel? Why would you do that though? Why would you? Is it like is the goal of the game to scam people, or is it you're just scamming people in the game? Or is everybody does? Well, everybody scams everybody in RuneScape, but that doesn't make it right.
Do you scam people in RuneScape?
I never scammed anybody in well, when I was younger, I might. Just because people would fall for the buying GF thing. We had this one dude, me and Corey Kelly had this one dude going for a long time. He gave us full ARMs. It was good stuff.
What's her hair? It's all like...
You have a good channel? Like, you have a good channel that you watch, or you have a channel? Because if you have a channel, I'll get on there and sub to you after this is happened, after I'm done.
Mostly Roblox and anime. What's your favorite anime?
Anime.
Name it quick.
Anime. I'll sub to you. I won't forget. I always do. I always sub.
We're married.
We're married.
5 years in November.
Yeah.
Half a decade.
All animes are your favorite, huh?
Well, you got it. There's got to be a like number one.
Are you in the U.S., Ellie, or are you outside of the U.S.?
I'm only 10. Aww.
We get a lot of younger people in here.
Yeah. Been together almost as old as you are. We've been together since 2017.
Demon Slayer. I never actually watched Demon Slayer. My mom loves Demon Slayer, and
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu
I'm
Kaisen.
assuming it's JJK.
Yeah, we watched.
I'm super small. Oh.
You get bigger. I watched a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't seen a whole lot of it.
Yeah, I've only watched like the first episode or two.
Our favorite has got to be, or mine has got to be.
You have to think about this.
Well, I really like. Attack on Titan, but I do really like. Did you ever watch the one on Amazon Prime that's like super sad? The one with the old man turns into a artificial being or whatever it is. I can't think of the name.
Two guys?
Yeah. I
Yes.
can't think of the name of that right now. I like that one a lot. That's a good
What
anime.
is the name of that?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
But it's like a young kid and an adult dude and the grown man.
My Hero is pretty good. I did watch, the only manga I've read is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, obviously, by the title of the channel. Oh, I don't know, yeah. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has to be by far my favorite.
Patrick.
What's up, Patrick? Welcome back.
I've never seen My Hero.
I've seen My Hero.
But my brother got me all the Sanrio, My Hero Academia, Pop Funkos, that collab. So I do have all of them.
We're talking about there's an anime on Amazon Prime that I've never seen anywhere else, but it's about. It's hard to explain. It starts with a Y.
Eileen.
What's up, Eileen?
Eileen.
Sorry. Hello, Conrad. How you doing?
Hello. Hello again, Patrick. I don't know
Yeah,
the
Patrick
name
was
of
there
it.
the other day.
Yeah. Really?
Patrick
I
was
like
there the other day,
Erased.
yeah. Erased
If
is
I
really
have to
good,
do
though.
none of the mainstream ones, Erased. But I also haven't seen a lot of it.
Have you ever been to Japan, Ellie?
Roblox is torture.
Roblox
I hear
is
that
torture.
too. I hear that a lot too. Mukhtar.
What's up, Mukhtar?
Hello, hello.
The topic at the moment is what's your favorite anime?
I like Erased. Attack on Titan's awesome too, but I do like Erased.
Is there a Chinese here?
Say me what? I've never been.
Never been. We went a couple of years ago, and we're going again at the beginning of the year.
Literally almost exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and then we're going at the beginning of the year next year for a whole month.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Can
you
watch
like
Squid Game season 3. I've never seen Squid Games.
Yeah, we've never seen Squid Games. It's one of them we haven't gotten into yet. Eventually, we probably will.
There's not an anime. One
Why
Punch Man. One Punch Man's good.
One Punch Man is good.
Attack on Titan.
Attack
yep.
on. See, we have watched all of Attack on Titan except for the final episode. We've
Yeah.
not seen the final episode. Intentionally, we're gonna go back and rewatch all of it again,
Yeah.
and then watch the final episode. I kind of understand what's gonna happen, but bring you some ramen. You can't get the good ramen. I can't bring it back. The little cups of ramen are not. They have nothing on real ramen. It's so much better. No meat though. I think all.
But it's hard because the broth is.
Yeah,
made
the
of
broth
meat.
is usually pork broth.
Yeah. At least a lot of places. I don't.
Yeah.
I
I've never
didn't
been
find
to
one
that
that had
kind.
like a veggie broth or anything.
Almost all of them have pork broth. But if you like
guess
anime
miso,
stuff, you ought to
but I don't
definitely
know.
sub because we're gonna stream the whole thing when we go next at the beginning of the year.
Or at least we'll take videos. I don't know if we're gonna be able to stream.
We're gonna
but-
try. We might. I don't know. We will make videos about it though.
I do think they make miso broths, but we did not come across them. I think they're more north, like up in Hokkaido
North.
and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be around there. They do have plant-based stuff.
They
I'm
do.
assuming you're a vegetarian or vegan.
Anything
Or
that's
vegan?
tonkatsu, you don't want to eat it if you're vegetarian, because that would be.
I do have
pork
to
broth.
say it was very. You did not see a lot of vegetarian-friendly things there. Granted, we also meat for them, so I can't say that there are, but there weren't a lot. Just by walking around and seeing things.
We did go to all the or a couple of Pokemon centers though.
Mm-hmm. Pescatarian. Oh, you'll
yeah.
fit right in.
Yeah, you'll be fine. My brother's a pescatarian.
The only thing is,
Well, he
is
was.
that ramen broths tend to be a pork and seafood mix.
Well, see, I tell you too.
Depending.
My brother used to be a pescatarian, and then he moved to Japan, and he is no longer a pescatarian. He eats everything now.
Literally.
Yeah. He ate horse the other day. He's so wild at this point, and he up until he was like
The pirate is scary.
the pirate. You don't know who the pirate is? It's not just any pirate. It's Captain Jack Sparrow. That's an actual Pirates of the Caribbean, but from back when the original one came out.
What
That's
horse?
for
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate horse. Yeah. It's weird and gross.
They have horses there too.
Yeah, it's weird and gross. I don't know why they did that. I would not eat horses.
Well, I guess don't they eat kangaroo in Australia?
But if you went and saw it way back in the day in like 2001, that would have been out in the outside the movie theater. Mr. Beast.
Oh, you know Mr. Beast.
You only know Mr. Beast. Captain Jack Sparrow is from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a movie that I guess is now becoming older.
Mr. Beast. Nada, you need to branch out, dude.
Yeah, you gotta watch more than Mr. Beast.
So much more than Mr.
You gotta watch more than Mr. Beast, dude. You gotta watch you some actual like, dude. Get you some movies in. A bunch of older movies are real good.
He's my nightmare now.
Why is he your nightmare?
He's pretty funny.
Mr. Beast?
No, Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Jack Sparrow. Oh, yeah. He's funny, yeah.
You know, apparently Pirates of the Caribbean have like no script.
Why'd your hamster bite you? Is it prone to bite or what? What, the Trailer Park Boys is this? I'm not in Canada, buddy. We're further south in Canada.
That's a funny show, though.
That is a great show. I gotta feed my kitties. I have a pair of glasses that are about as thick as his.
I want to watch Trailer Park Boys again now.
I gotta feed my kitties.
Mr. Ray. I don't know if she don't like me. Probably hormonal.
I've had a couple of hamsters, but
have you?
They always run away. Yeah.
Really?
No, they didn't run away. That's not what I say.
No, I didn't know you
Are
had
y'all
hamsters.
cousins, or what do you tell people about your wedding? Well, you know, the closer the kin. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Are y'all cousins?
No, Robbie, we're not cousins.
No. What the heck?
We're not cousins anymore. We're married now.
Smack. No, we are not.
We're not. That was a joke.
Why does Alabama get that rep? Why?
Because you know as well as I do, when we used to run the skating rink, that
happens like here. That did not happen where I grew up.
Well, it probably did. Probably in Foley, maybe Loxley.
Maybe that or
Bay Minette would definitely have happened in Bay Minette.
where I was, no. No, we are both from different parts of the state. We know.
I don't know why she's doing that. She's just sitting there fidgeting. Michelle, she's just fidgeting. I use it on the clothes.
I have things that I just do.
I use it on the clothes, and she grabs it. She's fidgeting.
I have to fidget. I have to have something in my hands to do.
Yeah, why are you eating hamsters, dog? There's no nutritional value there. What are you trolling for, dog? I gotta feed the kitties. Now you got Trailer Park Boys stuck in my head. I'm gonna go watch that now. Rest in peace, Leahy. Rest in peace. No, but I've seen some of that garbage around here, so I won't get one meal solely per hour. Bark.
Trolling.
I do the same thing, so I'm not even mad,
You
bro.
called
I'm
me
not
a dog. Who called you what? Oh, did you like?
Oh, I may have said dog. Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
You're no longer a dog, dude. He's a man. What's up, Park Jin Woo? What's up, South Africa? We are on love from South. What's up, South Korea? We're gonna be right over there in Japan next year. I thought about going over to South Korea. We watch a lot of stuff about food.
We do want to come visit one day.
Yeah. We were doing work,
I'm
and we
from
just ended
Germany.
up talking
Ellie's
in the
from
chat.
Germany.
Hey, you're like the second German that we've talked to this week.
Red dot. Maybe Schwartz.
The Schwartz be living. What's up, Mockers? You live in a Costco? Very nice.
You know, there is a show about a guy living in a store. He lives in the attic or whatever and then roams around. Or
I've seen it, I think.
I don't know the name of it. I've never seen it.
What did Robbie say? Y'all have a good night. I'm on the next Goonies to scroll. Yeah, we don't goon, so you're good. Yeah, find one of them, I'm not going to say morons, but those special people, and you have a good night slapping them around.
Have a good night. I didn't realize I was doing it.
Yeah, you do that.
I just fidget.
You're the first person who was subbed in like... Yep. Yeah, you were, dude. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
That's cool. I got something from South Korea that popped in.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it in South Korean, but
No doubt I'll be back when y'all switch over to OnlyFans. Peace. Oh my.
We ain't the Island Boys, bro. You good. You seen that? Yeah, the Island Boy. You know who the Island Boys are, don't you?
No.
Do you know what you say in South Korea? Do you know how to say hi in South Korea?
I don't know how to say hi.
We definitely don't do OnlyFans, bro. And don't... John Port. Jesus Christ.
OnlyFans is weird. Yeah.
You shouldn't be on there if you are the age that you said. You should stay far away from there. Don't go anywhere near there. If you're 10 years old, don't go
Never
anywhere.
seen it, only heard of it.
Never seen it.
No, I'm saying
I was
I've
like,
never
no, you better not go
seen
near
it.
there,
Never-
dude. It's
I've
not.
only heard
That
of
crap's
it.
not good for you, dude.
Weird stuff.
It's only porn.
Oh Lord. Greeting from Uganda.
Hey!
What's up?
What it do in Uganda? There's a lot of that continent tonight.
Yeah?
It's 1:53 in the morning, so I guess that's probably why. It's
Sunday morning.
Yeah,
over
Sunday
there.
morning for you folks. Uganda. Well, that's cool.
That's
I don't think
awesome.
I've ever printed anything My Hero. I do a lot of 3D printing, and I've got some My Hero files. I did the bunny chick. I did do the bunny chick. I can't remember what her name is, but I did do her.
I still didn't know you owned hamsters.
I did. They didn't last. We've owned several hamsters. The ones
Really?
the ones that we had. Don't search it up, dude. It's not good for you. Seriously though, I wouldn't do.
Yeah, don't recommend.
One of them. We had two. Well, we've had several hamsters. One of them, my brother fed a peppermint, and it didn't survive the peppermint. They can't have any sugar whatsoever. It'll do them in. And then
No.
no, never been to Uganda. I've booked a bunch of trips to Uganda though, when I worked for a travel agency, or I booked a bunch of insurance for people going to Uganda. Kind of like, why are you eating hamsters, man? One of them popped its little head through the bars.
Oh.
And yeah, we found it that way. After the other one had already removed the other half of it that was hanging on the inside of the Yeah, and we got rid of both. I got rid of it after that because it was cannibalistic. It was a little, yeah, it was not. We did not have
Are
good.
hamsters normally cannibalistic?
I don't know, but they were mean to each other anyway. It was just a weird thing. I've never had real good luck with anything but dogs and cats. Because, you know, I told you I had them koramis that one time. They're fish.
Oh, yeah.
And they were them things
You told me
were
that's
nasty.
what they do
They are.
anyway.
I didn't know that. When I got them for free. I got them from somebody was giving away a fish tank, and when I got the fish tank, I paid for. I paid $50 for the fish tank, and I got them. They gave them to me separate, so I could like fill it up, acclimate it all, and then put them back into it. And like them things are nasty mean. Like they spit at each other, or they call them kissing fish because they look like they're kissing the other fish. Like they'll run up and they'll like. But they're like literally sucking the scales off of it, and then they like ram them, and they do all kinds. They're really not nice.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, the gouramis are not nice fish. Don't get them. They're not. They do nasty things. They're just not very nice.
Nada, don't get on OnlyFans.
Don't get on OnlyFans, dog. You're too young for that stuff.
I've seen a lot of horror stories about hamsters where they go into like a little hibernation thing.
Yeah, and then you
people
get
fall
flush
back.
from them and stuff. Yeah. No, ours didn't go into a hibernation. It was not.
I feel like I
it was
remember you
halfway
telling
there.
me about the one with the 2 cages though.
Yeah. Yeah. It popped through the bars.
I wonder if it was trying to get out and it got stuck.
It did. Yeah, so it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. It was not nice. You had to pay to get anything else on there anyway, so don't. You
There
shouldn't
was
do
a
it.
spicy scene in my anime. Oh lord.
Spicy scenes. What anime are you talking about? Talking about My Hero ain't got nothing spicy in it. Jesus, Nada, stop. Good Lord. Stay off of there. You don't want to see
Nada,
nothing
you
like
are
that.
too young.
Too young for that,
You are
dude.
too young.
Too young for that, dude. I got a little boy, and I don't want him on it. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. I'm gonna let him go on the internet. Grab your phone. So I can actually take pictures. If you're gonna come hang out. I gotta do the listings. I gotta get a haircut.
I'm down to accept that comes from.
That's the way you would.
I don't know.
I did, and the first post you made was never take mushroom pills and go to work. And I'm like, okay. So you clearly are still
Did
up
you
to your
take
old
her off?
antics. Not after she didn't never message me or anything. Okay. I mean, I can't. I don't have any reason to have her on.
No, I was wondering if you did. 'Cause
Nah.
I didn't see anything.
Now, I was just wondering if she was going to ask me if we were going to open back up. That's what I wanted to know. I had a lot of girlfriends from my Snapchat. I guarantee you half of them are dudes. You better watch out, man. Half of them are probably your real life friend. It's messing with you. I was paying attention and talking to you.
I already asked what anime you were watching.
Yeah, what anime are
because-
you watching? You said it was spicy.
Oh, you said you were not. I think.
Try to apply to everybody.
I totally forgot. I think they are all dudes. Well,
They're probably all dudes, dude. Think about it.
is the one you know a dude? Probably.
I would ask you if you've ever seen Welcome to Good Burger, but he's a dude, she's a dude. They're all dudes, yeah. You don't know what it's called? Well then. Well. What are you watching it on? Crunchyroll or what? Will you put me some more listings for pants, men's pants, and then like hit times 10? Crunchyroll. I have not. I hadn't used Crunchyroll in forever. I haven't watched any anime in forever. I need to get back to watching some. Yeah, I need men's pants. I need some for men's. I don't have any in there for men's pants. You burn it up? You want me to drag that fan around? I gotta drag the fan around. I'll be right back. Huh? You're gonna have to go to a list. No, I don't have any on there. I've used them all. You're gonna have to do a template. Just before you do the template, make sure you change the description so that you don't have to change one every one of them. You know what I mean? It's gonna multiply. There. And I'm back.
Do we just do men's outdoor pants?
Yeah, it's the same. It's not really outdoor. I just had it optimized for.
We got men's jeans.
No, it's gonna be pants. It's gonna be men's pants.
Or men's shorts.
Men's pants.
Men's outdoor pants.
Yeah, men's outdoor pants.
Right,
I definitely don't play outdoor stuff. What now?
I hit create listing.
Yeah. Hit create listing and then get it all ready and then hit save listing and then multiply it by 10. You definitely did not meet a 3-year-old on Roblox. Somebody's lying to you, dog. Buddy. I guess a dog.
What else am I supposed to do?
Huh?
Supposed to list in the description, right?
Yeah, the description, and then you can change anything else. Yeah, take off that. Yep. And just look it over. Make sure it. There shouldn't be too much in there that doesn't apply to everything. Like I don't put the sizing in there and all that junk. Ah. What? You're doing well, thanks, and call it is clearly see a bit like to lodge the UK order. And call it is clearly see someone as we name. Have you ever kept? Bernie, I'm not really sure I understand that, man. Good morrow. I can see that you can see the bugle, and I don't know how you're doing now. Bernie, I'm confused, man. I'm confused. Yeah, not a ring it in, dude. Ring it in. Bernie, if you're translating, dude, it's not doing you very good because I am very confused. Good idea for me to shout out the recipient specified on my car, and I am a bit. Good morrow. I can see that you can see the boat, the bugle, and I don't know how you were doing now. Good morrow, and I can provide a brief reference for the recipient specified reading. For the recipient. I'm thinking you might be a bot, dude, and you're like needing to. I think you're in the wrong spot. I mean, you're welcome here, Mr. Bot, but I'm very confused. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably. I think it's probably a bot. But here's the deal. What's the point of the bot? Like, I understand certain bots in certain places. I didn't put that there, and the only reason there would be a bot in here is if I put it there. Like, why is there a bot wandered up into here? It's not a bot? What is it then, Endo? I'm confused. Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. Is somebody using Google Translate, and it's not rolling out very well. Shout out to Chris Peacock and his brother Drew Peacock. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. We get a lot of people from Africa, the continent, today. I gotcha. Your translate is coming out very weird. I would suggest, and I do it differently. If you're gonna use a translate, I would try to use Chat. I hate to say Chat GPT, but Chat GPT, you speak the finest English. Very good, sir. Very good. Apologies all around for the bot assessment. Tintinbulation. What is this glorious tintinbulation? I'm gonna assume you're talking about what we're doing. We're just hanging out at this point, dude. I was trying to work, but I always get distracted if people actually chat. Sometimes we get in here and we'll have like 50 people in the chat and nobody will say a word, and I just end up working with everybody watching me, and it's just kind of weird. But today everybody wants to talk, which is cool. Believe it or not, we don't talk to a whole lot of people very often, so. Tintinbulation. Tintinabulation. Tintinabulation. No tongue shadow. Arbor cake. Nada, are you having a stroke? It's very possible, I'm not sure. Nada has been tripping out for a minute now. He's I think Nada has been inundated with too much sugar today. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. I see you have a vocabulary, good sir. I don't know, to be honest. Do I go back to OnlyFans? Look, you know what the answer is. You know what I already told you. I can't stop you, dude, but I wouldn't do it. I can't stop you, but I would not. And if you were my son, I'd spank you over it. I'll tell you that right now. And we do have a little guy, so. I'm sure your parental units would not want you going back. That's for sure. With what belt? I have a belt.
I don't think they realize that I'm French.
Yeah, the Frankie is
Don't
the.
pick me up.
Huh? Yeah, fine, fine.
I mean, it don't matter. I don't care.
Nah, I'm joking. I won't. Oh, wilding out in the chat today.
Wow. Yeah, someone could have been waiting to a sock, but it didn't pop up on the chat.
Oh, oh God, Bernie definitely isn't a bot. He definitely. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my.
He might have deleted it as soon as it went across. So.
Yeah, I don't have labels for like two of these Carhartt pants.
What do you mean, SKUs?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Carhartt 2 tall, original fit bling, flannel line, and the rug flex relax, canvas,
The flannel line ones. What's the other thing? A2. Two. If they're 2, I think it's 69. If you see another that's 8, then because I did the 8s afterwards. I went on how much? How old is my kid? My kid's a year old. Just turned a year old on Friday. And yeah, that's what happens to your innocence when you go into stuff like that. You just can't. It's not worth it. It's not a good thing for people. You need to get back to not doing that as a society. It's not good. Not even a religious thing involving into that. It's just not good for you. I am not rich. I'm not rich by any means. I'm rich compared to some, but not most. I'll tell you that right now.
So the flannel lines are 69?
We're doing good to meet the bills. Huh?
So the flannel lines are 69?
Well, there's 2 pair of flannel lines, and they're both women's. One's a size 8 and one's a size 2.
Okay, the size 8 is 71.
Okay, so 69, I do believe. Look, if there's no 69 on there, it's 69.
Well, I already checked these off, and I'm on another thing.
Well, that's okay. I'm just saying if there's no 69 on that page, then they're 69. I can tell by the way they look on the outside. Do I sew the clothes? I do not sew the clothes. What's up, Sylvia? Welcome back. I do customize some of my clothes. Like I 3D printed my own buttons for my suit and sewed those on. I bought a vintage Cartier, like 1970s Donegal wool tweed suit, and one of the buttons is missing on it, I mean. So I 3D printed and sewed on my own buttons. How old am I? 31. Huh? The gray Carhartt pants?
Yeah.
They are more than likely, they're like a gray green, I think. They're AY 72 if you don't see a 72. Put beside.
Those already have those.
You do have 72 already? Okay.
Yeah, these are utility work pants. Style 102517.
It's very probable they're AY 68.
Okay.
Besides 69 and 68, put a question mark. But by every one of them that we just did that way, put a question mark so that tells me I need to go look and check it when I go to do it. I wish I was 14, dude. I'd go back. Not 14 though, unfortunately. Like half my age. Thank you very much.
I think everybody's nightmares of
Oh, that's cool. My wife had a channel like that she did with her cousin for a while. I will definitely. If you sub to me, I can see that you sub to me, and I'll go on there and I'll do it from there. I'll make sure I'll go on there and do it though. Yeah, you have to kind of do that at some point, right, Sylvie? Unfortunately. At some point, you have to throw the towel in and give it up. I realized that this place we're in used to be a skating rink when we closed down a while ago. But I realized I was not a teenager anymore when I did not understand the lingo of the current teenagers. When people started saying, what was one of the ones that I was like, I don't get this. I do not understand what is going on. All the time. When people were saying side-eye, I never understood that. That drove me insane when people would go, side-eye. I'm like, why do you not just give the side-eye? Why do you have to say the side-eye? It kind of defeats the purpose of the side-eye. I don't understand this. But that, and I just, you know, you start realizing that you're getting older. What's my wife's name? Francesca. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're super old. Whole 10 years old. Cap was one of them. You got me on that one. Cap was one of those. I was like, I ain't into the TikToks, dude. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I get what Cap means. I understand that now, but Cap was one of those that got me. Where I was like, I'm getting old, dude. Getting old. You have wrinkles? I doubt it. Doubt it. Nope, doesn't mean you're old either. What kind of anime videos do you make? Do you make like videos on like breaking animes down, or like J-Man type anime videos? If you've never seen J-Man, the anime video, that's a fantastic one. Mixing It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Madoka Magica, the one that's about Sinbad. Edits. Oh, that's cool. Cool either way. I made an edit about it's on this channel too. I made an edit about couples court, and I did some nasty stuff with it. So I gotta take it down and re-upload it, where I cut it around a little bit, and I gotta stick my face on it or something so I don't get copyrighted, because it got copyrighted. But it's pretty funny. I spent a long time editing it. I will check it out. I will check it out. BA74. I've got a couple of people that have come in here and hung out for a while, and I sub to them, and I go through and watch their stuff and check it out periodically. I mean, you're nice enough to come in here and hang out with me. Why would I not? Does my baby not talk a little? He does know how to talk a wee bit. He says mama and dada. He's just not getting to that point. And then he stood up yesterday for like, or on his birthday, for like a good 15 seconds. He stands up all the time, but he has to like hold on to stuff. But he stood up without holding on to anything for like a good 15 seconds. I saw.
Did you see him? I was like, he didn't talk here, so where you went?
Yeah, did you see him the other night? Sylvie, we had him on the other night for a little bit. He was dancing around up on the table here. He's a whole 1 year old now. I cannot believe it. Yeah, he is a big boy. We had a lot of trouble in the beginning with him gaining weight, so really, him being a fat little chunky man is a compliment all day long. 4630. I don't post videos every day, unfortunately. I haven't. I've got like a ton of videos I want to make, and then I'm a pinch of a perfectionist, and I spend too long on things. I gotta give it up and actually start putting them online. You better calm down there, Nada. You're getting a little spicy. Just hang out, man. Hang out and chill out, dude. Hang out and chill out. What's up, Smad? How you doing tonight, Smad? I'm gonna go on here and do this real quick. I'm taking pictures of clothes that I bought forever ago that I need to put onto eBay so that we can get them, so we can pay for our trip to Japan at the beginning of the year and pay the bills. This is what we do for a living, is I sell things on eBay. I go to thrift stores and I find cool stuff that people don't think is worth anything and put it on eBay and sell it for money so I don't have to go and work a 9-to-5 job. I put him in timeout.
Oh, did you?
I did.
How'd you do that?
I'm gonna give you the ability to.
Huh?
I'm giving you the ability to. Yeah, you're the moderator.
I stopped paying attention. He get too wild.
Yeah, he's getting a little wild. He kept doing that. Yeah, we do. What's up, Dragon Lord 20? Thanks for subbing.
Oh my God.
I do vintage. I do a bit of vintage. I got some 60s stuff. I found a really cool 60s blouse the other, like it's a blouse top with the tie neck. I found that the other day. I've got some old cardigans. I got a lot of older, not like crazy old Carhartt stuff. Like I got some Made in the USA Carhartt stuff. I'll do some older. I only did it for a minute, Nada, but you gotta calm down, dude. You gotta calm down just a little bit. You're getting a little bit hyped, my man. I'm not gonna. I know you're a bit on the younger side, so I'm not gonna. You thought you were in heaven. You gotta look. It doesn't bother me as much, but we're trying to hang out with people and have have everybody come and chat and hang out. And if you spam a bunch of stuff that not necessarily everybody wants to hear or talk about, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, my man. But back to SMAD, I do a bit of vintage. I do a bit of outdoors. I do a bit of like workwear, streetwear. I do really anything I can make some money off of that I see that I can sell. That, and then we buy, sell, and repair arcade games. I've got a ton of arcade games. They're not on this. I've got my eBay linked in my description. They're not on that eBay though. They're on a different eBay. It's a venture I do with my dad. Behind me, behind this rack of clothes is like 250 old school arcade games. You're a bad dog. I'm not chill, dude. You definitely speak English. If you don't speak English, you do a very good job of hiding it. I'll tell you that right now. You're not a bad dog. You're here. I'm gonna need you to come down here, my man. I'm gonna need you to get down on this side of it. Nice. I got an OG Xbox when it came out. We couldn't afford it. My sister's husband at the time bought it for us and surprised us with. He had a PlayStation 2, and he took the PlayStation 2 box that he had, and he put the old school Xbox in it, and he hyped us up, acting like he was going to get us an Xbox. And then when I opened it up for Christmas and saw it was a PlayStation 2, I was like, "Oh, this is great!" And I just felt so kind of like sad, but you don't want to be ugly about it because it's a PlayStation 2. It was even, it's just as good. And then I opened it up and it was an Xbox and had the Xbox in it. It was so cool. You're making candy? What are you making candy? What kind of candy are you making, Ellie? Yeah, I know, right, with the Xbox. But yeah, I had that, and then I got two brothers. So like, and my parents we've never been rich or anything like that. So like, if we wanted to get a console for Christmas, we all had to agree that was going to be our big Christmas present, and then we may or may not get it. And I really wanted a N64 when it came out, because I that's how old I am now. And my grandma won one at bingo and gave it to me for Christmas. So I got an N64 when it came out too. I've gotten like all the consoles somehow magically when they came out. Ice cream. What the heck is a bingo? It's something that they don't do all over the place, but you just have to look it up, dude. It's hard to explain. I love Sega too. Sega is one of my favorites. The Sega Genesis is my favorite. It was the overdrive in different countries. I tell you, my favorite. I can't wheel it over here, and I'm not gonna mute the camera because it's just too much right now. But one day, if you sub, I do occasionally play mine. I have a Neo Geo 4-slot sitting right here. It's a Neo Geo MVS 4-slot. The Big Red is what they call it. It is amazing, and I have all kinds of carts for it. But if you don't know what a Neo Geo MVS is, these are the cartridges that it takes. Look how big that thing is. It's amazing. I love Neo Geo. This is my favorite. I got a box full of carts for it too. We even have, yeah, for sure. We even have, and you can look it up, it's super rare. You might have played it on PS4 if you've got a PS4, but Garu Mark of the Wolves. I have a Garu Mark of the Wolves card, an original card. The SNES was like the only thing I never really played. I played a little bit of SNES, but like I spent all my time on the N64. I spent all of my time and all of my money renting Donkey Kong 64 with the Rumble Pack from Blockbuster. Like I probably paid for the game 5 times over renting it from Blockbuster. How did I find that? My dad is super cool, and he is always, he's been a computer repairman, or a big, like a mainframe mid-range computer and printer technician all my life. B161 BRK. He learned you got to start fixing like old CRT monitors, old CRT like TVs. So he knew how to fix. He learned how to fix pretty much all electronics from that, from that kind of era. And so he started like coming across them, and people would be like, hey, you know, I got this arcade game, do you know how to work on it? You know, you can have it. And it just went from there. And yeah, I know, I miss Blockbuster too, I really do. But he started collecting them like that. And then back in the day when eBay really first started up, he bought a lot of Neo Geo cartridges. He bought a lot of like arcade game boards. Like we've got stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of arcade game boards and Neo Geo cartridges and stuff like that that he bought back in the day for next to nothing because it wasn't popular at the time. And now we still have all of it. So. You got the ability to. You just right click his name. My family. Do it anyway. Yeah, Blockbuster was it, man. At least 5 minutes is fine. Yeah, Blockbuster was the stuff, dude. What you making, N1? What's up, N1? We're not really making anything this stream. Like, I do 3D print and I paint, but this stream I'm just taking pictures of clothing that I bought that I need to put online. Like, this is a pair of Carhartt duck pants. They're vintage, but they're not like crazy vintage because they're made in Mexico, so they're probably like mid-90s and maybe early 90s, but they go for decent money online. The duck pants, the duck canvas pants is what they call it, duck canvas. But taking pictures of this stuff, I buy and sell used clothing and sell it online for a living on eBay. Yes, I am a reseller. That is what I do for a living. I started doing ties a while ago, and now I sell pretty much anything that I can make money on. Do I have women's clothes? I do have a bit of women's clothes. I have my link to my store in the description. If you see anything you like, you have to message me first. Don't just buy it, because I'll give you a deal on it. Anybody that watches my stuff, I'll give you a good deal on anything I got. I got a lot of Patagonia stuff in there right now that I have for pretty good though. I've made a lot better money earlier in the year. Right now is the slowest part of the season, so it's not making as good money as it usually does. Then I've not been as consistent as I really need to be with it. I've been putting a little bit more time into doing other stuff, but it is the main source of income that I use, so it pays the bills. I made pretty good money for it for a little bit though, doing it. When I was really consistent with it, I made pretty decent money. It's kind of fell off for the last little bit though. There should be, tell me if you don't see it, there should be a link in the description to my store. It's Triple S Plus Games and More, I think is what it is the actual name of my store, but you should be able to see it, a link in the description though. You just send me a message on eBay. Just if you go to my store, go to the thing and say message seller and say, hey, I talked to you, I was on your stream and I'm interested in this. Any hunting camo? I do have a lot of hunting camo. I have a bit of hunt. I got some really, it depends on what size. So I did sell out my larger sizes recently pretty quick. I don't have any like crazy stuff. I had some Sitka, but I've already got rid of all that. I had a bunch of pants, but I've sold through those pants too. I've got one set of overalls, and I've got, it depends on what size you wear. I got one set of Liberty, they're vintage camo overalls. That's really going to be all the hunting gear I have right now. I've got a couple of camo hats, but I think the one that I'm left with now has like APS on the front of it. It's Alabama Pipe Supply or something like that. Camo does sell good. I always pick camo up when I find it because it does sell really well.
Did you mean to do the Carhartt at $9.99?
No, like price wise or shipping? No, probably not. Unless it's a lot of stuff, I didn't do $9.99 on it.
Unless it's what?
Unless it's a lot, I didn't put $9. I didn't mean to put $9.99.
No, you only put $7.
Yeah.
If you got it down for a regular package.
What do you mean a regular package?
Like the measurements for
The measurements don't matter on flat rate. No, it's not irregular. Yeah, hit that. It's not irregular. No. Overalls or waders? Overalls. I don't know. Let me look. They're sitting over here on the table. I'll grab them. $34.36s. They're insulated, and they're the real tree camo ones. But $34.36. So I don't know. That's actually going to be rolling into extra large, I do believe, as far as that goes. Not medium, regular. With a 34-36 waist, that doesn't make any sense. Where do I sell from? We're out of Alabama in the US. I did watch these though, they smell amazing. Yeah, that's for a medium 34-36. That's super weird. But yeah, these would be by the tag, these are gonna be 90s. They may be early 2000s. That's one thing, like I've got my dates down now. I did have, I was thinking about it, I had a bunch of, what were they? I was trying to think, redhead. I had a bunch of redhead pants that were really nice, like hunting pants, but I sold every bit of them. Like as soon as I put them online, I sold them. I saw a lot of, I'm running out, I'm pretty much at the end of it. I probably sold several hundred pieces of Sims fishing gear too. I do a lot of Sims fishing. I do anything that I think is cool. I just look for for stuff that I think is cool. Put it online. I think the only thing that I've got up for like wild prices is I've got some old Carhartt new old stock stuff. But I have to say, even at those crazy prices, I have sold a couple of those jackets for $400. So I'll take deals on a lot of stuff, but you'd be surprised at some of those vintage Carhartt jackets go for some crazy money. Crazy money. Like, I have one on there right now that I would sell all day long for $400 if it didn't have stains on it. Yeah, Carhartt is in right now. I've sold, I kid you not, and it's really weird, and I saw a lot of stuff to Japan, especially Carhartt stuff, but I sold a pair of Carhartt, they weren't even crazy old. They were like maybe 90s, early 2000s the duck canvas pants that the crotch was blown straight out of them. Like, it was gone. And I sold them for $50 to a guy in Japan. And there weren't even like, I know basically the majority of the ones that are worth good money. Like, I've sold some Carhartt pants for some good money too, just because I knew that they were the ones that people liked. If they're made in the USA, if they're double knee, and if they're that duck canvas, I can sell them for a couple $100 sometimes. Like, they get up there, they spicy. You can't sell anything and it's killing you? Mental Raccoon, do you sell on eBay? Because if you sell on eBay, I'll look at your store and I'll talk about it. I'm no pro by any means, but I can at least give you advice. AY73. Now I'm gonna tell you right now though, Raccoon, it's been slow for me. And I was at one point in time, and I'm just thrifting one thrift store right now. I don't even go to the Goodwill bins or anything. I did for a while, but there was a point in time I was hitting $5,000 pretty consistently for the month. Huh? What'd you say, baby? Excellent.
Why do you put everything in caps?
Huh?
Put everything in caps on the...
I copied somebody else's.
Okay.
Yeah, that was already on there. Yeah, let me put this on here, Mental Raccoon, and I'll look at your store real quick, AY73, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Mercari's not bad, but Mercari, like, I can't sell anything on Mercari. People just, they don't, I don't know. I'll tell you, I've had a lot of issues out of, how do you make money going to the thrift store? It takes a lot of dedication and effort and research. But all you do is you go and you look for, there's trends. The trend these days, and has been for a while, is people buy new stuff, yes, like you and I might buy new stuff, but like the trendy people that buy, like that really are into fashion, there's varying things that have come across that, even new stuff, you can even buy new stuff from the thrift store. I have bought, the other day I went to the thrift store and I bought, I think like 5 brand new pairs of Carhartt fire resistant pants for $3 a pop, and turned around and flipped them for $55 each. Like, you just have to know what you're looking for. Really, I never did. So what do you use, Raccoon? Do you use Flip? Do you use Flip to cross post, or do you just do 2 separate things? I tell you, man, I am not as upset with the Goodwill as I am with America's Thrift Store. If you have an America's Thrift Store near you, they are out of the... not even like there weren't even like bell bottoms or flared or anything, like just regular old cheapo American Eagle jeans. It's wild to me. They were selling George, Walmart brand George, button-down shirts for more than Walmart were selling them brand new, used. They're out of their minds. I still go to the Goodwill and I still find stuff at the Goodwill for decent prices. I really do. I still, and really in all honesty though, the Goodwill, you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know what's really a good seller. I only invest in things in the front that are, I'm gonna make like 5 times and they have a at least 100% resale rate. Like I'm very picky about the front of the store, or unless I think they're gonna go for really good money and they have them underpriced hardcore. I've sold some alligator dress shoes that I got out of the front. I paid $20 for them, which a lot of people would say is wild to pay for at the thrift store, but I paid $20 for them and flipped them for $250 like a month later. But you really have to know what you're looking for in the front of the store. But in the bins, man, I find crazy stuff in the bins all the time. I have made so much money out of the bins. You don't know a flip? It's FLYP. I don't use it. I did pay for it for probably the last year, and it just doesn't. It doesn't do well for me. It just doesn't do well for me. Yeah, they're out of their mind if they think they're going to get $30 for some mud jeans. It depends on your Goodwill. Every Goodwill is owned by somebody different, wildly enough, and they price things accordingly. The one that I go to here in Alabama, it's actually fairly decently priced. They've gone up recently. They've started jacking the prices up recently, but the bins, I mean, I think our bins is $1.79 a pound if you buy over $25. What part of China am I from? Not any part. So what do you don't thrift, Mental Raccoon. You do like not necessarily drop shipping, but you do trends. Is that what you do? Like you hop on trends and buy and sell Chinese stock? Yeah, that's the way I am with my 3D printing stuff. I'm worried about I haven't put anything up 3D printed. I have like one little thing up 3D printed that I have sold a couple of them, but I have them up for like $5 a pop. They're just little tiny figures. But good to see you, Ellie. Good to see you. But I find that, well, you know, Etsy used to be the place for you on all that, but it's dead now. They started selling mass manufactured stuff in China, and they swore they would never do that, but they did anyway. But I do 3D printing, and I do like figures. Like I've got, hold on, I'll show you one of the ones I just did. I haven't airbrushed him yet, but I do freehand airbrushing and I paint them. Like I've got a Shigo that I did the other day that's gigantic. But it's, I don't know if you ever watched, oh, that's another one. By the way, Ellie, Hellsing Ultimate is another one of my favorite animes. But I did Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. He's got a cape that goes onto the back right there that snaps on, but I've got to glue it on. It's not, it doesn't want to stay just by the notches. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you supplement, I mean, I don't know what it is an entire learning curve to learn fashion. Like I really did not. It took a long time to learn it, but I make okay, man. You have to find a good place to source your stuff though, like yard sales, estate sales, and stuff like that. Oh, dude, I make some good money on some of that good old Y2K stuff, man. Y2K is wildly in right now. I sold a pair of Red Ape jeans the other day. I paid $3 for them at the thrift store, and I sold them for $150 the other day. I've sold multiple pair of South Pole baggy jeans for over $100. I've sold some Sean John baggy jeans, like patchy baggy jeans, for over $100. I've sold Volcom. I sell Volcom every once in a while. But I've sold some stuff. You have almost 2,000 listings online? What are you selling, dude? And thank you, I appreciate it. I've got that, and then I'll grab Shigo, because I actually painted the majority of Shigo. I'll show you Shigo. I finally got around to blue tacking her too, so she stays together pretty good. I've got to finish her arms. I've just been busy with the kiddo and everything, but I got to finish her arms, and I got to finish her eyes and her face. Otherwise, she's pretty. Oh, and I think her little. I gotta finish her up too. But that's Shigo. She took. God, I think she took a week to print. Like, she was wild. And it took a while, even longer, to paint her, but. I've got to finish her, I really do. I see people selling the unpainted version of this for like $200 on eBay, but I don't know if anybody's actually sold it. And nobody's selling painted ones. I do this with airbrush. I freehand airbrush it all. But, like, I do the shading and I do the shadowing and all that stuff. I've never put one up for sale though. Like, that was the whole intent in the beginning, was to like paint and sell. Like, 3D printing is my passion. I love my eBay store and I love doing my eBay store, but 3D printing is my passion. What do you, well, I hope everything's going all right with your kiddo, dog. Man, it's really... Man, I hate to hear that. I genuinely do. I cannot even imagine. It's not that I got attached to her. It's just, I don't know. I'm always that person that's like afraid to put it out there, and somebody gets it and then they're like, well, this doesn't look good, you know, in person. I don't know. I haven't put it up yet. She's all right. I like her. I have, like, over here I have a couple of really big wide format 3D printers that I've printed so many things. It's wild. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That is every parent's worst nightmare, man, and there's nothing I can really say to, like, make that any better, but all you can do is move on, man, and keep rolling, and just never forget. That's really, I can't even, I'm not even qualified to give any advice on that. I can only just say that I pray for you. That is a god-awful thing to have to go through. I can only imagine. We've got a, and I try not to let the intrusive thoughts in, I'll tell you that. And I do the same thing with myself. I mean, yeah, we do sell, and I do sell to support. The whole reason I do my eBay store is I sold cars and I sold cell phones and I've sold all kinds of stuff, and I've worked 9 to 5s and I've worked 9 to 9s and I've worked all kinds of jobs that just took all my time, and I didn't get to spend any time with my wife or any time spending the money that I make. I used to sell BMWs, and I made we had a 15 grand paycheck one month that I made. Like, I made really good money doing it, but I worked 9 to 9 and I got sick and tired of it. So I quit doing that, and I eventually found this. And I don't make a massive amount of money doing this, but I can spend all the time in the day with my son and my wife, and that's what matters. And it gives me the ability to not have to do all that. That's why I love doing it. I don't make a ton of money. We don't get rich. And I do a lot of stuff. Like, I throw God, I hate that raccoon, man. I really do. I hate to hear that. Frankie is my wife, by the way. She's in the background over here doing the listings. But we do some of the same stuff. Like, I do, everybody that buys something from me, I don't advertise it because it's just not, I just want to make somebody's day. But I do, I give out, like, I've got a big bag of them over here that I printed out. He still is the best, dude. Gone but not forgotten, my man. But I print out, like, I can't get it to focus, but it's a teeny tiny, they're resin printed, like, this is a little chubby frog, I got like a little chubby hippo, I got a little chubby, I got a bunch of little animals, and like, I look at the name, and I try to like, match up what I think they might like, and I put it in the bag. With everything I sell, I put it in there. And I don't, like I said, I don't advertise it, I don't even mention it. I started recently like wrapping them in bubble, like a little strip of bubble wrap just to make sure or whatever, and then I'll put thank you over that, but that's it. I just do it to make somebody's day. They probably got a kiddo or something, and you know, they can, oh, look here, look at the little thing, you know. I do too, man. We actually, we had to stop doing it because of the way that things got. It just got to the point of where it was eating us alive. But we actually, my wife and I, well, I grew up, my parents, this is a skating rink that we're in right now, and my parents bought it when I was 10 years old, so they could do the same thing. They could spend all the time with me and my brothers. And they ran it all the way up until about it's been about 7 years ago now. And when my wife, long story short, they ran it for a while, like almost 15 years, 16 years. And then my wife and I moved back from where we were living at, and we took it over and we did it because we wanted to give the kids around something to do. We wanted to keep doing it for them. My parents were getting real tired of it, and people weren't being so nice and whatnot. But we do the same. You gotta do what you can. What's the point in this whole crazy thing we call life if you're not trying to live the best of it, you know? Do your best and enjoy. That's why I have a fascination with Japan. I love Japan immensely. Yeah, I like anime, and yeah, that's all nice and dandy, but my wife will tell you, I wasn't crazy about Japan until we went to Japan. And everybody there, it's like everybody there, that's their philosophy, is to be as kind as they can and as nice as they can and try to make anyone smile. They're just such nice people. And it has me obsessed over it. It is. We've been, that's exactly right. We've been, we went about 2 years ago next month, and then we're going for a whole month. I did, so if you do the eBays and stuff like that, like I got a Amex Delta card, and I started, instead of buying my shipping labels through eBay or paying with my funds, I paid on that Amex card, and then I just turned around and paid it back off with the money that I got for shipping. And I did that all year long, and we got enough miles we're going to Japan for an entire month. Well, we're flying to Japan for an entire month for $136 for me, my wife, and our 1-year-old. It only cost us $136. We're gonna pay more than that for our hotels and everything else, but to fly there on Delta and back round trip for an entire month was $136. Welcome back, Nada. Oh yeah, you got to do it, man. You got to do it that way. You got to get your perks where you can get them at, man. And I love Japan so much, I looked as hard as I possibly could to find a way to make it affordable. Because, like I said, we don't make crazy money doing this, and I got plenty of bills to pay. It costs an arm and a leg for power around here, even with no AC running. Like, it's just wildly how expensive it is. But Nada wants to be in timeout, he says. Man, you gotta, I know you're just trying to survive, but you have to have goals. You gotta have something that drives you. You gotta have something that keeps pushing you forward, and it'll help you immensely. That's what you should do. If you love Japan, that's what you should do. Make that your goal. Make it your goal to do what you can to just go and visit and check it out. I'm telling you, if you have never, you need to go to Japan, especially in the state that you know, after what you've gone through. Go to Japan, dude. Spend some time in Japan and just be around that kind of positivity for like a week, and I guarantee you it'll help your mindset immensely. I promise you it will. You know, my goal, we're at the point now where I don't feel like I'm having a really good day if I'm not doing $100 in a day. You can source things, like if you got into, I don't know what you're selling. Like I said, I've never been into. I had a buddy that did drop shipping, and he bought from AliExpress and did drop shipping, and I don't think he's even doing it anymore. But this stuff right here, I find it, I never was into clothing or anything like that. And I just, that's what you're trying to find. Yeah, dude, I totally understand that. You gotta, when it comes to eBay, if you do clothing, you really, and you've probably seen it from anything that if you watched any channel at all. You gotta look at sold versus listed, and then you just gotta, I'll tell you, like, style-wise, if you if you see something and you wonder if it's worth anything, my wife will tell you, I know clothes and Pokemon cards are asking something crazy. Yeah, Pokemon card. I don't know anything. I don't know Pokemon cards. They scare me. Just because of the investment you have to get into with a lot of that. Maybe one day, but clothes, I've always been. I'm telling you. Well, I haven't always been. If it's Y2K, if it's workwear, and it feels premium, like these feel. When I pick these up, these feel legit. These feel nice. They feel good. These are Carhartt. They feel durable. If it's made in the USA and it's older, it's vintage. If it's vintage in general and it's a style that you see is coming back, like Y2K things are really, really, really popular. If it's baggy or if it has like things sewn on it, like sewn on it, you can get into Levi's. Levi's they're something that's really overlooked because there's so many listed in Levi's on eBay. There's so many listed Levi's, but only certain Levi's sell. You can there's a research group. It's called the Levi's Denim Research Group on Facebook that I'm in. You can get into that and they'll tell you, like, you'll see people post stuff and you can start figuring out real quick what sells and what doesn't sell. If it's orange tab, it sells pretty decent. If it's dependent on the size of it and what you can get it for, but you just can't spend a whole lot of money on it. I do that. I would go to yard sales because no matter where you live, there's always yard sales around. Estate sales are pretty decent too. And then I've made some really good money at some estate sales. I got up early one day and went and got I'll tell you another thing too, Little Raccoon. If you're doing like handmade glass goods and stuff like that, you really need to go. You need to get somewhere local. You need to, like, I don't know. We have all these things around here called, like, what do they call them? They're not antique stores, but they're like flea market type things, basically. They're all over the place around here, but they have people like booths in them. And I would do booths. And I'll tell you another thing. If you're doing glassware, and I don't know what your skill level is or what you do glassware wise, but you know, regardless if you're into it or not, smokeware is probably going to be where you're at in glassware, dude. If you can blow some smokeware stuff, people, that's the people who pay good money for that kind of stuff. Is it's usually, you know. Huh? I did that. I was afraid he was going to start saying stuff he didn't need to say. That would be misconstrued because we weren't here for earlier conversations. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, make some pipes. Make some pipes. Get trendy with it and make pipes. You're just going to have to watch like this. You're going to have to watch some of these things that these younger folks do and just go off of that, dude. You're going to have to do the Rick and Morty pipes and crap like that. But you can sell that stuff, dude. I would buy a Rick and Morty pipe if I did that kind of stuff. Like, you know, stuff like that. Just random stuff that... It's going to be the stoners are going to buy the pipes, dude. Or going to buy the glassware, dude. It's really going to be what it's up to. Yeah, custom pick tools for pipes would be where it's at. Really? Oh, man, Now, let me ask you, what do you do? Do you do promotion? And what do you do for promotion? Like, how much do you put your promotion rate at? Because that's another thing you got to test. You got to really run and test is you got to see where the promotion rate is for you to get to the top. Like, what do you do for your promotion percentages? Do you do promotion percentages at all? I'm so happy that I've actually got somebody in here that's talking about what this pertains, because I always do this, and you know, I love to chat with anybody and everybody about anything and everything, but nobody ever comes and asks me anything to do about the actual thing that I do. Yeah, not everybody knows that, dude. You gotta, when it comes to promote, and I'll tell you, I will say recently, I took best offer off a lot of stuff, because I think it incentivizes from a sales standpoint. Because I know the psychology of sales. Like, I've done every aspect of sales. I've done management, I've done district management, and I've sold cars. Cars is especially luxury cars. There is some psychology involved with luxury cars. Like, I'll tell you, for instance, we had a very long story short, I was selling a car to a gentleman, and he told me a couple of times that is really going to, well, I'm not going to get into all the aspects of it, because it was a different culture type things. It's very odd how it works, but always free shipping, so you secure, be amazed. I don't think free shipping necessarily always has. I never do free shipping. I have never done free shipping, and I sell a good bit of stuff. You've got to, what do you do for your percentages on your promotion rates? Because this is what you need to do. You need to start at like 2.7%. The bottom of the floor that I do is 2.7%, and it depends on what the item is and how much it sells for, like how quickly it sells, what the sell-through rate is, and then. If you don't get the clicks that you want to see the next day, I delist it and relist it and change the promotion percentage up. And I delist and relist. You have to delist and relist daily. You really have to do that. You can't, I've noticed my stuff, I went from selling, like I said, there was a point in time where my minimum was like $150, $200 a day, easy sales wise. And then I dropped off to where I wasn't selling barely anything for a minute. And the difference between the two is I was not delisting and relisting, and I was not putting new listings up fairly often. No, it's not going to be 80% off. I'm talking about your promotion rate percentage. So what are you paying eBay percentage of your product to promote your product and put it at the top of the list? It's called promotion percentage. It's at the bottom of when you're making a listing. Like the lowest is 2%. The highest, I don't even know. I wouldn't go anywhere near it. Dang, you do 15%? Dog. Shoot, I've never done anything anywhere near that, dude. Anywhere near that. Because you're talking 40% right there just in eBay's fees. Because they're going to charge you 15 to 20% in their fees, plus the 15% for promotion. You're looking at 40% of your product plus shipping. Dude, I don't know how you'd make any money doing that. What? God, dog. What's your, give me a listing or give me your store or something. I'll look it up and I'll have a look through your stuff and I'll see what I can do, man. Type would be awesome too. I don't know that I'll be able to find you based on name. Give me the name of one of your products. And then I'll look at them and find it and find your name. And I'm going to see if it pops up first. You got to know on that. "21 Pilots flag." I don't know, is 21 Pilots still in right now? What's your name on there? For when I do find it. I see a bunch of 21 Pilots flags. What's your name on there? Pokemart 151. What does it look like? What's the one you got posted look like? I would definitely buy a Plumbus pipe though. I don't know if I told you that. That is awesome. I don't even smoke and I'd buy a Plumbus pipe. The goofier the pipe, the better they make. Yeah, you're right on that. Extra large one that is pink. I'm not seeing any pink ones at the top, dude. If you're flipping doing it at 15%, what's the price on it? If you're going at 15%, you're not hitting the top of the flags, dude, you're gonna, I don't even know how that works. Pokemart 151. I might be able to look for you by. You said, okay, did you say you were on Mercari or I know you said you were on Mercari and eBay, but the listing you're telling me about right now is eBay, right? Both, okay. So at least it's on eBay is what I mean. Dude, I'm not seeing anything even pink on here for 21 Pilots stuff, and I'm at the end of the stuff. Like you've got a show up problem. When's the last time you delisted and relisted some of the stuff? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it by your name. Pokemart 151. I'll look it up by that. 21 Pilots flag extra large. Is it Anxon International? Is that what your stuff is? Because dude, you're not hold on. I'm not. No, that's $69. Let me do this. To filter, and I'm gonna go to lowest price per shipping. Dude, I'm not seeing your listing on here. Let me see if I can flat out just search you by name. Of course, that's just gonna pull up Pokemon cards. There's got to be a way to search for just people. It's not gonna let you post a link. YouTube don't let you. Minecraft pics would probably sell too, for sure. I don't believe there were, no.
Just a little tiny tag?
Yep. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, there was not. Somebody cut the tag out.
Huh?
Somebody cut the tag out. Dude, I'm trying to think of how I can find you on here. Because eBay makes it hard to find like actual just like sellers to search by seller. They've made it hard to do that. Sellers. Let me go to sellers. I can't really search by that. You've got a problem. You really do. If you're 25, because I was looking at like, there's nobody has them for that cheap on there, dude. 20. How are you spelling 21 Pilots? Are you doing 21 or are you spelling out 21? Yeah, you can't look up a user. They make it flippin' annoying. I see 121 Pilots flag that's pink. Oh, I found you. It's $60. You have it for $60 on here. You don't have it for 25. I went past it. Oh, let me see. Sellers of their items. There we go. Let me do this. I'm gonna save your thing right off the bat. I found you though. I found you on there. Well, you're spelling it out on one. You have two different listings. You're spelling it out on one, and you've got the number on the other one, and that's probably a smart way to do that. You got a lot of 21 Pilots merch. I would, if I were you. That's one thing too. People are weary. People, wildly enough, are quicker to buy things that they can physically see that they don't think is a stock image of when it comes to eBay. So there's that. They want to see scale too. It's hard for me to put. I know you said let's see his stuff. You have to give me just a second. I might can put it on the screen. You have to give me just a minute though. Jolteon Evolutions figure. That's pretty bad too. That's pretty cool. I see you got your little box there and everything. You can on that. Well, that'd be hard to do on that. It's really. I'm gonna have to start looking through some of the. I'm not good in Pokemon cards. I'll tell you that. I really can't give you a massive amount of advice for Pokemon cards. And for brand new goods, I'm a hair off on that. I see some of your stuff here now. All right, you've got to get more descriptive with your titles, bro. You got to get more descriptive, because that right there, your little homemade mushroom pendant thing there. Like if you handmade that. Oh, hold on, camera. The gimbal went out. The gimbal went out. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get my other gimbal. Give me a second, guys. I gotta grab the other gimbal, and I'll pop you over on it. Well, I'll show you something in just a second. I'll tell you something in just a second about the flag. I got some advice for you on your handmade glass stuff, dude. I can't help you with the Pokemon cards very much. I can a little bit. You've got to get more descriptive with your stuff. Give me a second. I'm gonna change out the gimbal, so it's gonna look a little wonky for a second. Oh, hold on, guys. Since I'm doing this, whoever was over here earlier, that's the old girl right there. There she be. And while I'm at it, I'll show you. I have a bit of a pile of stuff I've got to get through. So that's all Patagonia stuff. That is Frankie over there doing the. Hello. And then that's the skate floor that has like 250 plus arcade games. Those are a bunch of air hockey tables and pinball machines put up or up on their side. We get into anything and everything, but let me see here. Sorry guys, I know it's a bit jostly for the second. I'm trying to swap the gimbal over to my Flow 2 from my other one. Oh, I just did that thing, did some somersaulting. Holy moly. Okay, hold on guys, I'm sorry. It's coming up. I'm sorry, I really am. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm getting you fixed up. I have to swap over to this other gimbal. My one gimbal died. Okay. I'm gonna say, I think. Okay, I think that's where we were. That's about where the gimbal was before this one died. Yeah, I just now got two new gimbals for this whole ordeal, because we're trying to stream more and get more into. We like to make a little community that we can hang out with. I don't really want donations or anything like that. Like I actually had somebody the other day trying to donate to me. We don't really care that much about that. Like I I want to make a little money off of ad revenue maybe in the end, long story short, with this whole channel and everything. But I really just like hanging out with the community and having people to talk to and hang out with. But when I was looking at your stuff, like handmade glass mushroom necklace, you got to get more descriptive with that. You got to put, like, that needs to be, that you gotta get your descriptions gotta get a little bit better too. You're using AI descriptions, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I looked at this and I saw it, I would think that it's handmade in China based on your AI description and what you put as a description. I wouldn't believe it right off the bat, and I wouldn't stop it real quick and hang out on it. You've got to get yeah, I'm sorry about the glitch in it. It's this whole thing. It was the gimbal killed over on me. But you've got to change that description. You need to make that description for that. Let's look at here. So let's look and see handmade glass mushroom pendant, right? And let's see what we're working with, like how saturated the market is. There's 405 things named that, and they roll for around $25 as the mark price. And then sold items, there's 13. I mean, there's people have sold some. Borosilicate sells for good money, whatever that means. You're a glass blower, you know what that means. Is it borosilicate? What does borosilicate mean? Raccoon, do you know?
What?
No, I'm talking to Raccoon. She's an amazing chef, by the way. Is your item borosilicate? Would you say that's what it is? Because if it is, that's a keyword. You need to be using that. Anyone that sold for any kind of decent money is borosilicate. We really appreciate it. We like to hang out and chat, Ellie. It's a harder type of glass. Is that what you use, or is you don't use borosilicate? Okay. Is yours a soft glass or is it borosilicate? And if it's not, oh, I'm sorry guys, the gimbal is tripping out. Oh my gosh, the gimbal died. This thing is driving me nuts. This is the more expensive gimbal, and it does so many womby things. I don't understand it. What's bro selling? Give me a second, and I will. I'm trying to think of how I could put it up on the screen. I probably could. Yours is, dude. If you're doing 100% borosilicate, you need to change the title right now to include that. Right now, like 20 minutes ago. So let's do this. So let's now. You got to put that in the title. Borosilicate glass pendant mushroom, and let's go from there. 51 results, so there's still that many results. But the numbers are better. You need to put borosilicate in there. So you need to make the title for that one needs to be it needs to be 100% borosilicate. I have had many listings with that in the title. It definitely needs to be in the title for sure. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What kind of chain do you have it on, or what kind of, is it hemp? Because that's another one that it looks like is a keyword. It's all, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, online sales is a game of keywords until you get big enough for where people know where you are and go to where you are anyway. Let me think about how I can get you on here to show what you got. Give me a second, because people might want to buy from you on here as well. How can I show you off? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know Mercari, but I can tell you I know I've been doing eBay for 2 years. And I still somehow thrift and make some sort of a living off of here just because I do so much research, man. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. If you guys give me like braided hemp, dude, you gotta put braided hemp in there. Dude, your target audience is hippies, my man. It's hippies. It's filthy stoners that want hippie stuff. You gotta put, the title needs to be hippie, stoner, smokewear. Like, you need to add a bunch of words to the end of that title. You need to fill out all 80 characters of every single title that you do. You can go to my store and you'll almost never see me go below 75 characters, period. If I'm selling a pair of pants that's like Patagonia, and I put in every bit that I can tell that, like, keywords that people sell off of, then I'll put outdoors, stretch, hybrid, like different stuff like that to add to the end of it. You've got to add more stuff to it. Give me, guys, everybody, give me like 5 minutes. I'm going to go back to my PC right now, and I'm going to see if I can edit. Well, I'll tell you what I will do. I think I can actually post. I think it will let me post a link, and I'll post a link to a store in the chat. Give me a second. Let me see what I can figure out. It is all about keywords, Juliet. It is a game of keywords. There's nothing wrong with stoners. That was a joke.
Hello, y'all. Get a sleep deprived surprise guest. Leave the stoners alone. We are people's trying to make it. It's alright, Ella. You guys gotta. I'm filling in for the moments. Hey, he's mad. Literally Hello Kitty. It is no. Hado Kitei. Yeah, I got it from Five Below, so I didn't think it was legit. And then I started learning Japanese, and this is katakana, which is used for foreign words. I guess Hello Kitty is a foreign name in Japanese, so when I learned the symbols, I actually sounded it out, and it is Hello Kitty. Thank you. I love Hello Kitty. I remember when I was in like kindergarten or something, so decades ago. What? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I first discovered Hello Kitty through a McDonald's toy that I got in my Happy Meal when I was like 5, 6 years old. Fell in love with her ever since. And so I'm glad now she's kind of made a resurgence. However, I've kind of moved on from Hello Kitty, and I like Kuromi. My favorite conspiracy theory? You know, I don't know. I'm too tired to think. Give me a minute. It's really into the hangout. I love Squishmallows. I have 2 ginormous Hello Kitty from Costco. One is a mermaid, and the other one is, I guess, supposed to be like 80s theme or whatever. She has like aviators and everything. But when we had the rink open, we were doing a schools out late night skate type of deal, and at the very end of it, we did something, I forgot what it was, but some game, and whoever won, they got to decide of the grand prize, and one of it was the Hello Kitty Squishmallow. Well, the person decided the other thing, I forgot what it was like a Star Wars thing or whatever. Anyways, I called dibs on that Hello Kitty Squishmallow, and lo and behold, I now have it, and they're massive, and I have no idea where to put them. We currently use them right now. Our son uses it as like little pillows to lay down on his thing, on his little play mat. I have that, and then Joseph got me a little gingerbread Hello Kitty Squishmallow for Christmas. I have a Kuromi Squishmallow that my brother got me. Squishmallows are amazing, but I can see where you can get a lot of them. I have too many of them, and I only have like 5, 6. Yeah. That's the way to do it, Ella. That's awesome. Man, your daughter's cool. Or your kids. Wait, do you have multiple kids, or was that... Either way, that's awesome. I also have a Winnie the Pooh Squishmallow, and then I have a... Joseph got me a... I love Reese's candy. They're my all-time favorite candy. And one year for Valentine's Day, they came out with Squishmallows that very top of its head, it smells like said candy. So he got me a Reese's one, and I think he got it like 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was like 4 years ago. Either way, it still smells like Reese's. Wild. Or if you're talking about this one, this is my zodiac sign is a Capricorn, and I wanted something to commemorate it, or you know, do whatever. And I came across a artist who did the signs in arrow form, and this was mine because the Capricorn's a sea goat, and I really didn't know how to make a cool sea goat tattoo. It just didn't, you know, it just didn't seem cool. So I came across this, and I was like, oh, you know, that's cool. It got the little tail fins, kind of goes with the theme of, I grew up at the beach. And so I also have like a palm tree on my other arm. And then I have like a sunset on my ankle. I'm gonna get my sunset redone though. I want to do it differently, but... I was an only girl too. I I am the oldest of 3, and I am the only girl. I can understand being okay with just one, because I know I was a handful.
Is my phone set over there?
No. I don't think I was that much of a handful. Maybe, you know, teenage years. I got a little more stubborn with attitude. Good luck to you. They're not that bad though. Oh, I thought I didn't really walk back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not like super into astrology or anything, but I am. I know there's like top 3 in my moon sign. One of the top 3 is an Aries. So I got an Aries. I got something.
Okay, so raccoon. I've got raccoons listing up right here, and it's at the bottom of the screen, right? Okay, I'll make sure I don't have anything up there I shouldn't have up there from any of my stuff. So I don't share my screen very often. But raccoon, you got to change the title. It needs to be, because that, I mean, everybody look at that, especially the stoners, look at that. That is stuff you would wear. That is stuff you would check out and wear. That is stuff that you would like. You got to
I wish you luck, Mad. 16's a while.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I was saying he has a one daughter. She's 16. I was like, yeah, I was the only girl. Good
Yeah,
luck to you.
I was about to say, that's what I mean. That's a lot of fun. I'm
Don't
sure.
get me wrong. I have had friends that were much more wild and everything. I was kind of I have anxiety, and that kind of kept me straight, but
raccoon, you've got to cater to your audience, and you have to get it in front of them. You got to use, so like you've got to get spicier with your titles. Your title, your who's your audience? Your audience is stoners. It's people
Ella.
who like. See you later, Ella.
don't be scared, Matt. Enjoy the ride. Just,
It
won't be that bad.
We'll be back on probably maybe tomorrow night, but we'll see you later, Ella. But you've got to use keywords. You got to cater to your audience, right? So like you got to get to. I'm gonna bend down a little bit so she can sit in the chair because she needs the chair more than I do. Oh, what's going on here? Stop. Okay, there we go. But well, what's going on here? Hold on. It's like froze on something before. There we go. Okay.
It's old. My phone is old.
It is, dude. Keywords are 9/10 of everything. I know you like it clean. You don't want it clean. You want every opportunity you can bring in somebody. You got to think about what people are searching. If your people are going to be hippies, they're going to be people who like natural stuff. They're going to be people who like handmade items. You got to cater to who you're looking for, who you're trying to get that in front of. So you need to fill out I'm telling you, everything that you've got. You need to be at least, and this goes for Mercari and eBay. This goes across both platforms. You need to fill out every single title with as many possible words that are going to get you in front of the person you're trying to sell this thing. So for the mushroom one, it needs to be shroom, mushroom, hippie, stoner, hemp, borosilicate, or 100% borosilicate, handmade in the USA. You need to put handmade in the US. You're in the USA, right, Raccoon? Yeah, you do want to be, maybe not stoner, but hippie. You want to use hippie. You want to use all natural. You want to use like, you definitely want to, the title is the place where keywords matter the absolute most, yes. And then what I would suggest you do, DVD got to have to be very careful with his work. natural clean. Yeah, I'm not sure how eBay is. That is a good thing. I will say that. I'm not sure how welcoming they are on that word in particular. But you're catering to the hippie audience. You're catering to the. I mean, who's wearing a mushroom necklace, like a glass blown made in the USA mushroom necklace? You need to put, if you're in the USA, you definitely want to put handmade in the USA in the title. I'm going to be honest with you. I personally am going to buy yours over anybody else's because I want something that's not mass produced in China. That's what matters, dude. And if you can convince me it's not mass produced in China, like, you need to put radical hemp made shroom choker. Absolutely. So I'll put it to you this way. I sell. I'll show them to you.
Wait, he makes a little shroom necklace.
Yeah, look at this. I got it on the screen. He hand blows those. They're glass that he hand makes, and they got little pendants on the end of it. And the necklace is hemp. He hand makes the whole thing.
That's so cute.
Before I forget, you've got to do something else. You've got to change your. You need to accept returns on every item that you put online. You need to accept returns. You do not have to do free returns. That's not required. You have to accept returns on eBay. Period. End of story.
That's a cute necklace.
My wife likes it. I'm going to tell you right now. eBay is, you accept returns no matter what, because if they get it and they don't like it, eBay is going to put, or they can tell eBay it's not as advertised, and they're going to make you return it anyway. I've had issues with eBay when I very first started doing eBay. I did not accept returns because I thought the same thing. I'm like, they get it, it's theirs. They can get around it immediately after that, and you're asking for them to put reasons that's not the reason for the return, just so that eBay will make you give them the return. If you put, don't do free returns. You don't have to do free returns. If you put returns on there that you accept returns, and you do over, I think, 15-day returns, eBay will count you as top rated plus, and your stuff shows up before other people who are not top rated plus. You're already offering free shipping too on top of it, so they'll even push you harder than they'll push everybody else because of that. Like, I don't even offer free shipping, and I could be making more doing that. If you offered free returns, they'll push you even harder than that. It's all about that. Let me tell you another thing too. When you start changing these titles and things around, change your promotion rate. Drop that crap to like 3%. Do not promote at 15%. That's way too high. Nobody is promoting at that rate. And the way eBay promotions work is you're putting a bid in. New Age handmade in the USA shroom, genuine crystal, good energy, good. Juliet's got it. Read Juliet's, go off Juliet's. She knows exactly what she's talking about when it comes to that. That's what you need right there. New Age, new vibes, crystal. It's a game of all day long. Unisex, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, by making the listings, that's all I'm really looking out for.
And I'll tell you another thing too. If you're gonna use AI to make your description, use ChatGPT, and you can even use the free version of it. But what you need to do is you need to make it not all jumbled together. So go look at one of my listings. You can go to my store and go look at one of my listings. You have to, I've not been doing it for an insanely long amount of time, so you'll have to find one that's it'll have like a dog beside my signature on the bottom. But you need to make a signature as well. Like I promote the piss out of the fact that we're family owned and operated, and that like we do this to support our life and our kid. Like, you want to tell a little bit of your story on your page. You want it relatable. I don't want, when I buy on eBay, I don't want to buy from some guy in China factory who's mass producing crap and doesn't give a crap about anything. I want to buy from some dude who's doing this to make a living, like you are. Like, you got to tell a little bit of your story on top of it. Definitely screenshot that, and I'm telling you, change that one right there to what she's got in there. Use as many of those as she can, and I think she's got it in about the order that you need to try to put it in there. Good aura, clean, lightweight. That is, you're dead on, Juliet. You know what you're talking about. You must sell on eBay, or you must sell online. but it's keywords. And like, you've got a leg up over like what I do, because you've got a product that you're producing. Like, I'm having to go out and source this stuff, and my rates that I have to pay vary so insanely that sometimes I want something, sometimes I don't. But your story is what makes you, though, dog. It really does.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that your story's sad. You don't necessarily have to give anything that you don't want to give, and I understand that. But at least, at the very least, tell your story of, well, tell your story that you are somebody who does this as a passion, as something that you want to do. You want to bring love and joy and smiles to people, because that's what you told us that you do. You want to do that anyway. You want to talk about that. You want to get into that and explain to people that this is what you're doing and why this is what you're doing. I'm telling you right now, I would buy your stuff if I was scrolling through and saw that. I really genuinely would. But you definitely, you've got to do all that. You've got to get better with that. I'll put it to you this way. This right here has written on the back of it $6.99. It has it written on the front as well. This is when we used to do the skating rink. My mother bought, I have a gigantic box of these sitting over there, right? And when we were closing up, she was gonna chuck these in the garbage. And I was like, are you crazy? This is all the rage right now. This is all in right now. This is a ball chain choker, but if I put this online and said ball chain choker, 10 inches or whatever it is, I would never sell a single one of these. Yeah, don't do a victim story. Hardworking, well, that, and you know, even if you want to, because it is part of it, not a victim story, but like, this is what drives you. This is what's keeping you going. This is what you do. This is your passion. You know, this is definitely sell yourself. You're selling yourself, man. You have to sell yourself on there too. Not, you know, not prostitutionally, but you know what I mean. I have to say that. I'm a dad now. I have to say that. But anyway, sell yourself legitimately. But this right here, if you go to my eBay and you look up this thing that I have in my hand right here, it's a ball chain choker. I've got that thing. It says like Gothic, Y2K, ball chain choker, grunge. Like, I have like a billion keywords behind it. This is my most watched item, and I have sold probably 30 of these for $25 plus shipping each. Because I look to see, what are people using to sell this item? What are the words people are using? What is this associated with? And who is going to be buying this item? Gothic, grunge, Y2K, choke chain. You got to use the words. You gotta use the words that are going to sell it.
By the way, there was like one pair that you had like grunge in it or whatever, but I forgot what I did.
If I said grunge in it, you probably do want to put it on.
I took out grunge and put vintage.
You can do that, but grunge sometimes works for some of those things, depending on, like,
we already had Y2K.
These you could put
out and just put grunge instead of vintage.
Well, grunge and Y2K aren't the same thing. They're somewhat.
Well, no, but I did vintage Y2K.
Yeah, you want to do Y2K over vintage when it's Y2K, because Y2K is above vintage when it comes to an item. So people who are buying things that are Y2K don't think it's necessarily vintage. It's the era of Y2K that they're looking for and they're searching for. If you're talking about 80s, 90s, 70s, vintage. Well, if I'm trying to fill in words, I'll put vintage. And then, but you know, there's other things that Y2K takes precedent over vintage. What is your thought on being the cheapest listing? I'm never the cheapest listing ever. I could probably sell more things.
You can always go low, but start as high as you want.
Exactly. Well, and if you do, if you accept offers at all, be prepared for people to offer you half or even less of what you're selling something for. And people want a deal. I've noticed that I do sell most of my things off an offer, and I usually price a little bit higher because I assume somebody's going to send me an offer for so much off, or they want shipping off, or this and that. And sometimes I accept it, sometimes I don't. But it gives the illusion that, not necessarily illusion, people want a deal. People want to feel like they came out better than what they thought they could get off of it. People want a deal. That's why people do buy. That's why if you look at Amazon on Prime Day, if you go back and look at the pricing or the historical pricing on some of the items that are sold on Prime Day, they're not deals. They're really not deals. They've been sold for less prior to that. They just marked it down some percentage so that everyone thinks that they're getting a deal on Prime Day because it's Prime Day. It's psychology, dude.
Same with Black Friday and everything like that.
Well, if you want to give deals on stuff like your hand-blown stuff, dude, you need to do like buy 2 get 1 free or something like that, depending on what it really depends on what you've got in these items. How much time does it take you to make one of these? How much do you have to pay to do it? Like, there's a lot of factors that go into it. People, I'm telling you, you need to, this is what I would do first. I would start with fixing your listings. Fix your title and fix your description, give your story, and really work on your titles and your descriptions. Go through and bulk. I would, if you don't have any viewers on something, well, okay, let's do this in the order of operations here. I want every order to be a clean experience with no worries. Dude, I sell used clothing online. I understand, I totally understand that. And for a long time, me selling used clothing, it took me, I really stalled my business out because I was worried about, okay, this has got this nick right here. And I'm worried about somebody gets that and they didn't notice that nick and that they're not gonna be happy with it or they're not gonna have a good experience. And I had to eventually give up and realize that as long as I take decent pictures of something, yeah, I need to plug the phone. As long as I take, well, it was causing it to drift off. It's been plugged up the entire time. It'll be fine for the moment. That gimbal is a pain in the butt. It does not like to be plugged up while it's on that gimbal. It puts pressure on it and it will eventually cut the gimbal off, and that's why it spins and goes up. The other one is less, that's why I use the other one for this. It's less thing. I'm not getting into the Chip Tooth Tony thing. I'm not going to get into that, dog. And American Muscle. I feel like Chip Tooth Tony and American Muscle came in at the same time and are trying to... But... it's 4 a.m. here as well, and you need to go to work. You need to go to sleep. You got to go to work. I think a free American.
I've been there. No, wait. No, I've been there, SMAD. I'm talking about...
SMAD, yeah. Check us out. Come back and see us, man.
See you later.
Come back and see us,
man.
man. We've enjoyed talking to you. But raccoon. I can't get into what you're talking about, Chip Tooth Tony or American Muscle. We're talking right now. We're trying to help somebody out. We're trying to help this dude out with his store. I think this is the order of operations. Get you a pen and paper on what you're doing here. You need to go through, especially on your handmade items. You need to go through and change your listing titles. You need to fix your listing titles. You need to do exactly what Juliet said. You need to use those keywords. Every one of the ones that she did. Fit as many in as you can. It's a dump of words, dude. You're just gonna have to do it.
His phone's not moving.
Dude, hey, Raccoon, before your phone dies, go to my store, send me a message on my store. Send me a direct message on my store. And I'm going to find a way to give you my email, and I'm going to talk to you more directly. I can help you more than that. Like, dude, I want to help you. Do your listing titles, change your on every single listing, change your returns to, you accept returns, and change your descriptions on every single one of your descriptions. You've got to do that. You have to do that. At the very least, before your phone dies, make sure that you do those things, and I promise you're going to be more successful. Before you do all of that, change your promotions rate, go way down, like 3.6% at the most. Don't give eBay a ton of money that they do not deserve, because all that is a bidding game. It's a bidding game. How that works is, if you promote at 3% and I promote at 4%, they show my listing before they show your listing. But if I promote at 15% and the next person below me promotes at 4%, they're just getting a bunch of money for no reason. I'm already at the top of the list. It's an outbid the guy below you game. So change all. I would start out on your listings. I would start out at 3.6% on your thing. If you really just want to see some stuff sell right now, change your returns to you accept returns, and then go to eBay, do a mass delisting and relisting. Change your titles when you do this, but a mass delisting and relisting, and anything that does not have views, delist it and relist it immediately. It's stagnant. eBay will stop showing it to people if it's been so long. You need to, like I said, send me a message on eBay. I'll figure out a way to get you in my email. If I got to send you a picture that has my email written down on it, I will.
He said keep going.
I see him. I saw it. Okay. I will give you my email. I'll chat with you over email, and I'll give you some more tips. Honestly, we might just like have you on if you want to do that one day, and we'll your store and stuff. But you've got to change all your titles, fit as many keywords as you possibly can in there. Think about your audience and think about what are they typing in to find this thing that you're selling. What is going to make it more appealing? Like your extra large with a flag. Put dimensions. Put the actual dimensions. How many feet by how many feet is this flag? Put that in there. When you're talking about Pokemon cards, if it's something that like an error card, ultra rare, it doesn't matter if it is ultra rare. People are searching for the keyword ultra rare. They might find that. You're not lying to anybody. You're trying to get in front of them. Just make sure that you take accurate pictures and you're selling accurate. You're selling what you're doing accurately, right? Like you don't. When it comes to this, I might put ultra rare for these pants. Is these pants ultra rare, or are they grunge, or are they this and that? Well, I'm getting in front of these people. They can take a look. They can check everything out. I'm going to give them as many detailed pictures as I possibly can to get it in front of them and show them what they're buying before they buy it. That's what being honest and clean and giving a good experience is showing some, and that and shipping. You want to ship nicely, you want to ship quickly, you want your things like my packages. This is how I pack things. Like this is how I do it. You give your experience by other things other than what your listing title is. You've got to play eBay's game of put as many things as you possibly can, and keywords that are targeted at the audience that you're trying to get in front of. And I swear to you, dude, you're going to sell more things. If you put made in the USA on this, you've got good product. If I found your product in a store, I would buy it and resell it on eBay, and I guarantee you I'd sell it. Like I said, look at my choker chains that I'm selling on here. 81 watchers on these things, and I've sold probably 25 plus of these. They have 99 written on the front of them, and I sell them for $25 a pop plus shipping. It's a game of stuff, dude. Same day, you can do same day, and that is he's the best damn pirate I've ever seen. That's for sure. By the way, that is the original one from the movie theater when Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, came out. So, but yeah, you gotta fix your that. If you want to do free shipping, that's cool too. Maybe even do free returns, because I don't think your returns are going to be that high on those items. I would do free returns. I would let eBay boost you up even further. If you do free returns too, and if you do free returns, you do same day shipping or one day shipping, and you keep all your rates good on there, like your return rates and everything. You ship things when you're supposed to and all that. eBay will give you a discount on your fees for returns, or on your selling fees. And they'll also promote your listings higher. You're considered top rated plus. Look up top rated plus, and you'll see what that means and how that works. But I'm gonna pop off your thing off the screen because people who are just tuning in aren't gonna understand what that is. What is it? Excellent. Yeah, they're in amazing shape to be the age they are. Oh no! Captain Jack is hitting the sack, going to sleep on me. Huh?
I put the shipping at $7.99.
That's good. That'll do it. You getting cold?
Yeah.
Can we turn that air away? Or turn it off, or what? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, dude, anytime. Regardless of anything that you've told me or anything like that, I'm always down to help somebody out. Like, my passion is helping people and talking to people and stuff like that. And not only that, I'd love to help you out, dude. I love to help a fellow eBayer out, dude, because this is, I mean, I enjoy doing this too. And I know the reasons you do it, I'm the exact same way, dude. I like to just, yeah, I'm trying to make as much as I can off of what I'm selling because I do have to support my family and my kiddo and my wife, and we've got dreams and aspirations. We want to go places, we want to do things, and I've got repairs I need to make on our house and everything else like that. But you know, at the end of the day, I do enjoy. I do the little stuff. I throw in the little things because I like making people happy. And the stuff that you make people happy, I guarantee you that. I'll give you some tips on how to use ChatGPT to do your descriptions. All you're doing is basically using it to it's basically just making a template for you that people will like and is in a pleasing way to view with the eyes. But yeah, definitely send me a message, dog, for sure. For sure, send me a message. Big pee-pee. Big pee-pee. Yo, Southern Mofo, where are you from? What part of the South you from, Southern Mofo? What part of the South you from? Which side of the Mason-Dixon you on, boy? Southern Missouri, you ain't in the South. What you talking about, Willis? I lived in Fort Leonard Wood for a few months, and that sucked. I don't know how you survive the heat over there. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. for us, dude. Man, it was great to talk to you, Raccoon. Send me a thing. We got to talk more, dude. You got a friend in me, buddy. It was good talking to you. Fort Hood? Oh, dude. Nah, Leonard Wood. I love you. I love your comment there, Adam. That's a real original. That's an Adam G original. Yeah, you knew what it was. You knew Fort Lost in the Woods. The only way anybody told you how to get there was to take a ride by the Corn Emporium. It's right down the road. So I had to tell my parents to go for graduation. Sucked. I can't say much about actual Missouri. I didn't stay around in them parts very long, but my experience in Fort Leonard Wood is the climate sucked. It was horrible. Nice. Thanks for your service. I was for a brief period of time I didn't find out I had scoliosis until going in towards AIT, and they made me get out. But I was going to be 74 Delta. I was going to be a Kim, but you know, in the end that it didn't work. I was really depressed and really crappy for quite a few years afterwards, because that was my whole dream, was to do that. But I met my wife afterwards. I've got me a little business going. Not a combat engineer. No, 74 Delta was Seaburn. The poo picker uppers is what everybody called them. Yeah, you're surprised. Everyone does think it's MP or engineers, because that's where both of them are at. But nah, they did Kim there too. Wives are better than, I fared a lot better than all my friends who stayed in. I can tell you that right now. And I appreciate their service ever much. I really do. And I would have gone every second of it that they would have possibly allowed me to. But that's not the direction that God wanted me to go, apparently. My eBay store name, it's Triple S. You got to go to the description. You're not going to be able to you can't look it up by names. You're going to have to look it up by the description, or you can look up. I don't think I have any one-on-one things up right now. You can look up Little Fellas. You might find it by that, because I have a little resin printed thing that you might can find on that. Yeah, I got conned in by the recruiter to do hazmat. So when I went in, I was 15. And my parents had to sign for me. I didn't actually go. It was the DEP program. I didn't actually leave until I graduated from high school, and I graduated at 17 years old. But I was 15, turning 16 when I signed up for DEP. My parent had to sign with me, so my stupid recruiter, who's a flipping, initially I went to go into the Marines. That's what I wanted to do. And I sat out in front of the stupid Marines office waiting for the recruiter to get there. I had an appointment with him. He never showed up to the appointment. It was always late. He was notoriously late. Did not care. The dude did not want his job. And the recruiter for the Army office pulled me in there while I was after he had long past his time for my thing. And then you didn't find it in the description. Is it not in the description for real? Go to one of my videos. It's in the description on one of my videos. It's Triple S Plus Games and More. I put up recently. You can look up choker chain, maybe grunge choker chain. My listing has 181 or 82. It may be even higher than that. Watchers on it right now, Raccoon. So it's one of those. But I have a picture of my dog. My dog's picture for my store. It's my face thing for my store. Tell me. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. But Southern Mofo, back to what I was saying with it, they pulled it there, and I wanted to do infantry, obviously. Everyone does. And recruiter was a woman. Not to say anything about that, not get into all that, but she was a woman, and she talked to my mom. My mom was the one that had to come and sign to be able to go in since I was underage. And she would not. I made a 97 on my ASVAB or something like that. Like, I made ridiculously 96 on my ASVAB. I made ridiculously high on my ASVAB. And her whole thing was, oh, I'm not gonna let you sign up to be a grunt with that kind of an ASVAB. That's just, you're just wasting your potential. Like, and she's telling my mom all this crap at this time. And my mom then will not sign for me unless I pick something that she recommends. And she recommended Kim because that's what she was. She was Seaburn. So I ended up doing that. I even tried changing it before I went. And actually left, because she left and another recruiter came in and he was 11 Bravo and he was all gun-ho 11 Bravo. So he was I went back to MEPS and tried to change it and they said there were no slots. They wouldn't let me do it. So I went as a Seaburn and left, still trying to do that. I don't regret it. I don't regret any second of it. I learned a lot. I grew a massive amount through that experience. I found a bunch of friends that I really connected with, and I got out. That was my first real bite of the real world and people and how big of an asshole some people are. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed every second of it. And I'm happy at the end of the day. That was back in 2009. And I'm really happy, because, no, that wasn't in 2009. That was in 2012. That was in 2012. So we got the administration at that time. I was pretty happy that I didn't have to do it. Well, I can't remember actually. Who ended up being? I know they were not very military friendly. The one coming up. I don't think it was Trump. I think it was Obama again, if I'm not mistaken. It was Trump 16. I don't remember. But long story short, to all that, I'm happy that I didn't end up having to deal with that. In the end, not that I wouldn't do it again if I would have been able to stay. And all the respect for anyone who does do it all day long, service all day long. Nothing to do with politics on the commander-in-chief at the time. They just were not. I remember everyone that was in that when I left was not having a good time. They were not military friendly. So that's why it leads me to believe. I don't think it was Trump. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Obama again. It was Obama's last term. And they were getting into garbage overseas and everything else. I had a few friends deployed. Well, everybody's still hanging out. What you up to? Where's everybody from? You probably need to go to bed, babe. Is that what you're about to say? Yeah, I figured so. I'm gonna do one or two more because I'm just not very tired at the moment. And then I'll be up. Shoot, yeah, you need to go. It's Sunday tomorrow at least. Sleep in a little bit. You need to go to bed at a fairly reasonable time too. Yeah, you need to go get a shower and go to bed. Appreciate you staying up with me. I just didn't realize I hung up talking to old raccoon. I'm glad I could help him. Good guy. Good guy. I'll bring it up. I'll put it on. I'll be up before you probably get out of the shower. I'll be off before you get up. More than likely. I'm not going to go massively long. I want to finish these, so I've been staring at these for a while. You got a few done, too. So, I got stuff to post tomorrow, at least. So. Where's everybody from? What time is it for you? Because it's 4:19 for us right now. Might get to winding down pretty soon from now. Oh, do I?
I keys.
We're at the spot. Unless you can text me if he gets out. Yeah, here, take it. And I'll grab that. Hey, send me a message.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, really? We went up a few tonight. It'll be alright. Maybe do a little gargle. It helps. I mean, it's been the weather's been a little wonky lately too. Things have been blooming and not blooming and going back and forth, and you know, there's the humidity, all the humidity. Yeah. That's okay. We'll get it going. I love you. We'll bring him. Yeah, you said bring him down and have some fun with him.
Yeah, get your partner around.
I vacuum, you saw, so. All right, I love you. Oh, they probably are winding down here. I wanted to do this pair of pants that I haven't got done this whole time. 30-32. These are definitely not 32. These are flipping 29 that I had at most. Well, we had a good stream tonight, I think. Got to help somebody out that is a really cool dude that needed some help on his eBay store. At the end of the day, if this is what you do and you're an eBay person, it is about keywords. You gotta choose your keywords wisely, because that's how people find you. It's how you get in front of people. You got to get in front of people if anybody's going to buy your stuff. If they don't know you're there and they can't see your stuff, they're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy it because they don't even know you exist. Keywords and titles, you got to do good descriptions, and you got to sell yourself. Not prostitutically, but you know. But I think we did I think we had a good time tonight. How long did we stream for? 3 hours. Holy. Why is it cutting off? Why is it cutting my pants off? Why is it doing this? How annoying. Maybe that'll help me in the end to sell them. Who knows? These are B161 BRKs. Oh man, I think I did lie. I think I am getting a little tired. I gotta stop staying up so late. So all of the 9 people chilling right now, is it 4:28 in the morning for you? Because it's 4:28 in the morning for me. My game done rolled over at 3 a.m. Let me check and see what I got from the old guild boss. It's a crappy game, but I've invested so much time into it that it do be what it do be now. I do play daily still. Good old Watcher of Realms. I used to play Raid, but Raid just got so much to the point where it was a slog. I just could not. It just wasn't fun anymore. It got to the point where it just was not fun. Not only that, like it just felt like you couldn't keep up with. I get crap from my guild boss. This sucks. Felt like you couldn't get anywhere if you didn't pay money, and I don't pay money in microtransactions. One, I'm not rich, and 2, I wouldn't do it if I was. Because if I ain't getting something real, then I ain't buying. I gotta feel it in my hands, or it's got to be a tangible something in some capacity. I'm not just paying for fake crap on the internet. I'm not falling into that scam, that Chinese scam, because they're all Chinese companies. You're dealing with all that. Not necessarily anything against people from China, but the country of China has some shady practices that they utilize when it comes to that. I'm not down for that. Not only that, anything you pay into that's going to the government anyway. At least only 75% of the money I make goes to the government in some capacity, right? I have the illusion of free trade. Oh. Holy moly, I can't believe we got to 159 subs tonight. You guys are awesome. Very good night. Got a whole bunch of likey boys on there too. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Well, if you stuck with us the whole time, I do believe I probably am going to go pound back a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The knockoff Walmart brand, not the real brand. Because it's the same. Don't let anybody lie to you. And pass out. But, that's how I always find it weird. Late in the night, I'll have like 7 people watching, but nobody ever says anything at all. Never says anything at all. Oh, that's not good. There it is. We got a whole 10 people watching. Da 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 da. I'll leave you with Captain Jack. The best damn pirate I've ever seen, that's for sure. Oh dear, I have been caught. Why do I have a life-size Captain Jack Sparrow from the original Pirates of the Caribbean movie release? I don't really know, to be honest. I found it in the back. Well. I guess 4:34 in the morning is the goodest time, I think. I'm gonna cut this thing. If you're still watching, I appreciate you hanging out and coming by. I gotta walk my frogs, eat my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and go to sleep. We'll be back tomorrow sometime later in the day, more than likely. Come on by and see us, boys. I got you, fam. All right, I'm really on that.